Alright guys, it looks like Giancarlo Esposito might be playing Doctor Doom in the MCU. Now there's a lot of evidence to support this, but as of right now we can only say that it is just a rumor because Marvel Studios and Disney themselves have not flat out told us that he is cast in the role of Victor Von Doom. But speculation is growing and it seems very plausible at this moment. So in this video we're going to be talking about why Giancarlo Esposito could be playing Doctor Doom and when we could be seeing him, because it looks like he could be showing up in the Fantastic Four movie, but also in a Disney Plus series. So guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the video. So right off the bat, we have to talk about Giancarlo Esposito's recent comments that he made at a Comic-Con, and his exact words were, "The MCU has knocked on my door and it's a role you won't predict." Now right there, that basically eliminates Professor X, because everybody was predicting him to be Professor X because he was out there campaigning to be Charles Xavier about a year ago. So that is the role that, in my opinion, everybody would be expecting him to play because he already showed interest in that character. Now some people are saying that this eliminates Doctor Doom, but I don't think it does, because he knows that everyone knew about his desire to play Professor X, so that's probably why he said that. I don't think that statement is basically an umbrella statement that covers all these big villains that he could be playing like Doctor Doom, but then he went on to say that this character that he's playing is going to be teased and there will be a series afterwards. Now this is very exciting, because for there to be a series on this character means that it has to be a somewhat big character. And if we go into his comments a little while ago where he said that it was going to be a new and original character, I think he was lying 100%, because there is no way that Marvel Studios and Disney goes and gets Giancarlo Esposito to join the MCU to just be some random character like a sword agent or something. When you sign Giancarlo, you are automatically going to make him a big character. I do not see him being some original random character, and that's why I think Doctor Doom makes sense, especially because he says that the character will be teased and that you're going to see him very soon and that you're going to find out who this character is soon. And I think that's because they are currently announcing the Fantastic Four cast members. They have the main Fantastic Four, and then they just announced Ralph Ineson as Galactus, and the only other big role really left to announce is Doctor Doom, because there are a lot of rumors that Doom will appear in this movie, but very briefly and towards the end of the movie, and that is going to be a Marvel project that comes out pretty soon. It comes out in basically 1 year. So the comments that Giancarlo made actually make a lot of sense. He says that it will be teased, so Fantastic Four, you can tease Doctor Doom, and then there's going to be a series on this character, which it would be really cool to get a Disney Plus series just called Doom. It could be centered around Doctor Doom and Latveria, and maybe they make it like a Game of Thrones looking show, really high quality, like 1 hour episodes. That would be awesome, all centered in Latveria with Doctor Doom. You can really flesh out the character and just really get people to know him, because I would say his origin isn't that well known, and this is the perfect way to flesh out a character like Doctor Doom, because if you tried to do his whole backstory in a Fantastic Four movie, it's just going to be very quick, or maybe just in a little conversation or something. But if you do a full-on show, you can really flesh him out. Now to support this, we actually had Den of Nerds make a video, and he said that he was contacted and was told that we're going to be getting a Doctor Doom Disney Plus series. And I trust Josh over at Den of Nerds, and if he's saying that, I think there is some truth to it. Now it is just a rumor, of course, so it's not like confirmed or anything, but I do think it makes a lot of sense to make a Doctor Doom series. Like I said, it gives you more time to flesh out such an interesting character, and I feel like Doctor Doom needs the screen time that you can get in a Disney Plus show to really introduce him to the MCU properly. Plus, just how cool would it be to get a show in Latveria all about Doctor Doom's introduction to the MCU and him rising to power and everything? It would be really cool. Maybe you can even introduce his mother, because she was a powerful witch. You could have her pop up in the Agatha show and see her maybe in The Witch's Road, or maybe you just get mention of her. That would be really cool. Just seeing Cynthia Von Doom even being mentioned would be a really big Easter egg. Then to further this idea, the Geeky Cast actually posted a photo of Latveria right after Giancarlo made those comments at that fan expo talking about his character will be teased and then get a series after, so that leads me to believe that this Doctor Doom series centered around him being in Latveria does seem very plausible. And I know some of you guys are probably thinking, like, why the heck would Marvel make a Doctor Doom series? He is not a TV show character, like he needs to be in the movies. But I would say making the Doctor Doom project into a Disney Plus series is actually a really smart idea, because like I said, you need that extra screen time to introduce us to the character and make us care about him him and really set him up to be the big bad of the MCU going forward, probably in the next saga. But if you introduce us to the character, flesh him out, give him like 8 episodes that are all almost an hour long, and have it be like a Game of Thrones quality show, that would be incredible. It would also shift the perspective that people have on Disney Plus shows, because right now, if you say MCU Disney Plus show, you're automatically going to think low quality TV that you can just skip. But if you have a Doctor Doom series that is very high quality, that is getting really good reviews, has really great actors like Giancarlo, people are going to want to tune into that, especially with a character as big as Doctor Doom. And that is going to shift the perspective that people have on the MCU Disney Plus shows. It can also increase the subscriptions that people have, because we've noticed that a lot of people are canceling their Disney Plus subscriptions. They're saying that the quality just isn't that good, but if you start introducing like HBO level shows to Disney Plus, you're automatically going to get more subscribers and more revenue. And putting big name characters on TV is going to be a big change for Marvel, because right now, basically all the characters that they've made shows out of are B, C, and D tier characters, but if you put an A-lister like Doctor Doom on there, that really changes the game in my opinion. And another reason why I think Giancarlo probably is Doctor Doom is because he's already worked with Disney in the past and has appeared in Disney Plus shows like The Mandalorian, as Moff Gideon, so it would make sense for him to just continue that, be in another Disney Plus series, but as the lead. And I think he would love this role. Like, he would absolutely crush it as Doctor Doom. And yeah, honestly, I think this is probably what's happening. I think Giancarlo Esposito is going to play Doctor Doom. I think a lot of people are fine with that. Obviously, there's going to be a good amount of people that, you know, aren't a fan of that casting, and I think that plays into what a lot of these scoopers and insiders have been saying, because on social media they were saying that the Doctor Doom casting is going to be extremely controversial, because obviously Giancarlo is a black man, he's not Romani, he's not as young as some people would want, so I think if he is Doctor Doom, that would be a pretty controversial casting, which is what a lot of the insiders are saying right now. Especially if you look at all of the other names that have been rumored to be in the running for Doctor Doom, names like Mads Mikkelsen, Cillian Murphy, and Ben Affleck, I would say all of those aren't very controversial, especially not Mads Mikkelsen and Cillian Murphy, so if the Doctor Doom casting truly is a controversial choice, I would say Giancarlo's name in the mix of those other three definitely is the most controversial in my opinion, even though I would personally love to see him as Victor Von Doom. But honestly, I would say he is pretty much perfect for the role. Like, sure, he's not really young, maybe he's not as built as some people might like, but I think Marvel is going to really dive into him being a magic user and just being very intelligent, not just like a brute. And I think a Disney Plus show is the perfect way to flesh him out as a character, introduce us to Latveria, the magic side of him, his backstory, his mother, all of that good stuff, and I really hope that this is true. Like, just imagine we see him pop up near the end of Fantastic Four, and then after that we see him in a Disney Plus series titled Doom, set in Latveria with a Game of Thrones quality to it. I think this would work fantastic for the MCU, and I really hope this ends up happening. So guys, that is it for the video today. It looks like Giancarlo Esposito might be playing Doctor Doom, and it looks like we will be getting a Doctor Doom Disney Plus show. Like I said, it is just rumors as of right now, but I do think it makes a lot of sense, especially with his recent comments and recent leaks, and with Brad Winderbaum's recent comments about Marvel Studios thinking they can just make any project, put it on Disney Plus or the theaters, and have it be successful, and that whole shift that's happening within Marvel Studios right now. I think if they shift their TV perspective to big characters like this, it is going to be a massive change for Marvel Studios and Disney, and I think for the better. I think they're going to have a lot more subscribers and just be seen as a much better streaming platform, because right now, you know, their shows have been alright, but they've been getting a lot of mixed reviews. A lot of people see it as skippable content, but if you start making HBO level shows, maybe like a Doctor Doom show, they will definitely change the streaming game for themselves. But yeah guys, let me know what you think about this down below. Do you think Giancarlo Esposito is going to be playing Doctor Doom, and do you want to see a Doctor Doom series, or do you think they should maybe give him a movie? Leave your thoughts down below in the comments. If you guys want to stay up to date with the latest news and rumors regarding Marvel, make sure you subscribe. Other than that, I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.